You know, the LeBron app, that was Kenny's idea. Pacers haven't been able to figure it out, and they didn't hardly have to in Game 5.
Yeah, because he didn't play much because he got some ticky-tack fouls. I'm going to quote Maya Angelou on her passing that was apt for the Indiana Pacers. You want me to do something? Tell me I can't do it. A lot of people didn't think Indiana was going to stand up in this game. When you look at these stats, as we see, it wasn't looking good. Heat 7-0 in Game 5s when leading 3-1 in the Big Three era. And here we go, first possession of the game. 5 Pacers defenders are paying attention to Mario Chalmers, and you don't want to leave LeBron James alone. They did. He's going to take that path. Throw it down, big man. Heat up 2-0. But LeBron James, beset by lots of foul trouble, struggling in the first half, steps up to defend George Hill, and that's a foul. Second on James, second quarter. James on offense, picks it up, comes on in on Paul George, another one. Didn't exactly get the usual treatment he's accustomed to. Another look. Third foul on James. 2 points, 1 of 5 field goals, 3 fouls in the first 10-27 of the first half. Other Heat players picking up the slack. Under 20 seconds to go in the first. Heat up by 6. Dwayne Wade. Ray Allen. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Miami
He got game.
Heat point differential with James on the court -4, with him off the court +13. That's odd. LeBron continues to struggle with fouls in the third quarter. George missed the jumper. Roy Hibbert gets the board. The putback and one. It's on James. That's his 4th foul of the game. Lance Stevenson bothering James a bit during the game. Stevenson blown in the ear, bugging, all up in his life. James laughs it off. He knows there's some game to play. In the third quarter here, Stevenson ripping off James. Both players go for the loose one, and it's called once again on James. 5th foul. He'd have to sit. Later in the quarter, Stevenson comes on into the Heat huddle. What's up with that? Eric Spoelstra didn't like that much. 4 minutes to play. George rips off Norris Cole, takes it in for the dunk. Pacers up 2. 1.7 to go in the quarter. Pacers inbounding the ball. George the 3 at the buzzer. Pacers 27-12 run to end the third. That's after LeBron picked up his 5th. Let's go to the 4th. It got good. George playing a little deep. Rips that off. Coast to coast on in. Pacers are out by 9 points. A few minutes later, more D. 5-0! Pacers up by 11. An easy one. Under 4 minutes to go. Heat down 3. James is not done. Didn't get to play much. Just 24 minutes. Medicinal. Ties the game at 81 apiece. 2 minutes to go in the game. Just under. George right back. Pacers up 4. Under a minute to play. George finds himself in the corner with the basketball. Put one in the air. Pacers up 4 now. Under 30 seconds to go. George ahead to Hill. James blocks the lay-in attempt. Wade gets it the other way. Rashard Lewis heated up late. Hit that. And the Heat were down by just a single point. Great block by James. Trying to be as effective as he could in the 24 minutes he played. 16 seconds to go. Same score. Heat down 1. Pacers inbound. Shane Battier. What happened? Who touched it last? The play would be reviewed. Take another look. Let's magnify this thing. It looks like Battier got his hand on, and the call stands. 12 seconds to go after David West hit a free throw to put the Pacers up 2. James is coming. Is he going to tie it? No, he kicks it out. It's Chris Bosh. Had a 3, didn't go. The Pacers had a free throw and win this thing 93-90, forcing a Game 6. So all those good statistics about the Heat being 7-0 in Game 5s when holding a 3-1 lead in the Big Three era, they don't matter. Indiana Pacers are playing some more basketball Friday in Miami.
LeBron, on the final play, I asked Roy Hibbert about it. In his perspective, he said, you got the best player in the world going to the hole. He was relieved to see you not go because he figured you'd probably get a call or else score and maybe win the game. Your thoughts on his thoughts?
I mean, it's easy to say that after the fact. You know, it's like playing cards. That's why they got backs on them. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. For me, you know, my teammates trust me that I'm going to make the right play to help us win. I trust myself that I'm going to make the right play to help us win. And win, lose, or draw, you live with that. You know, so, you know, it doesn't matter from somebody else's perspective. You know, we got a great look. CB make that shot. You know, then we go You know, if we get a stop, then we headed to the finals. You know, so make a mislead. You don't think about things you could do in the past. You just correct them in the future.
Ball deflected out to James. Shot clock did not reset. And an offensive foul on James, and that's his third.
The best player in foul trouble on the sideline. You got to find a way to hold the force down.
George for three. And the Pacers go up by three. George catches a three. Bang! At the buzzer. Stolen by George. Timeout Miami.
And Stevenson trying to do everything and anything.
Paul George from downtown. Does it again. A three. Bang! Paul George from downtown. The Pacers are still alive.
We probably know about all the foul trouble LeBron James had. What about getting an earful from Lance Stevenson? Got all up in his life. Whole game. Just right there. He's just projecting. What was all this about, kids? Let's talk about it.
I mean, I'm just here to play basketball, man. All the extracurricular activities I don't really get into.
That was a pretty interesting tactic by you. Where'd you come up with that one?
Just playing ball.
Did he blow back in your ear?
Just having fun and playing ball.
Dwayne, have either one of you ever thought about blowing in someone's ear as defensive tactics?
Probably my wife. Blew my wife's ear before. That was definitely a defensive tactic.
Things got weird. Lance Stevenson and the Pacers try to avoid elimination now. Game 6 in Miami on Friday. There's some bad news for Indiana. When the Heat has a chance to end a series at home, the Heat always does. In the Big Three era, which dates back to the 2010-11 season, the Heat a perfect 9-0 at home in potential series-clinching games. But they said it was over in Game 5, you know. Here's Mark Schwartz.
The best player on the planet spent half his evening on the Miami bench. LeBron James picked up his 5th foul just minutes after halftime. And as if that were not enough, he had Lance Stevenson blowing not-so-sweet nothings in his ear. Yet with the Heat down 2 in the final seconds, James beat Paul George off the dribble and faced the ultimate decision. Attack the Pacers' 7'2" Roy Hibbert for a possible and one, or dish to Chris Bosh in the corner for a possible dagger 3.
What do you think was the higher percentage play, him going at you or tossing it out to Bosh?
I think the higher percentage is, at the rim. He's the best player in the world. He's able to finish through contact like nobody else.
My teammates trust me that I'm going to make the right play to help us win. I trust myself that I'm going to make the right play to help us win. We got a great look. CB make that shot. Then we go, if we get a stop, then we headed to the finals.
The smartest player in this league. He's going to make the right play. And, he thought that was the right play. Found a three-point shooter that's been hot lately for him in Chris Bosh. We was fortunate he missed. We walk away with a win.
A year ago, in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Pacers coach Frank Vogel removed Roy Hibbert, the game's best rim protector, on the final possession. James had a clear path to the rim for a buzzer-beating game-winning layup. Vogel vowed to never make that mistake again. Now, his Pacers are headed back to Miami, their hopes very much alive. In Indianapolis, Mark Schwartz, ESPN.